What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today is a debut on the channel. I've never heard of this. This is Higurashi, but I think it might be two different. I think it's a visual novel. It says VN, but I think it might be two different ones. It says, well, the first one actually, I should say, is Higurashi When They Cry, Birth and Death, from the channel Oz93, and then we have Higurashi Daybreak, Spinning Seesaw, same channel, requested by Emmy and Zorgot. I don't know what these are. I'm assuming VN, but I don't know. Artist DAI. Okay, whatever. Let's just get into it. I don't know. Let's see what this is. I have no context on any of these, by the way. I just know it's called Birth and Death. Let's go. Ballad? Mayhaps? This is like a opening to a JRPG, like title screen or something. Oh, that chord was like super dark compared to the rest of it. Oh, that was very dissonant. Ooh. Sounds like seventh chords. Okay. Ooh, there we go. I was waiting for a melody. I mean, emotional would be an understatement. You know, kind of a fitting name. It's got the lightness of birth, and it's got the darkness of death kind of in there. Oh, that's kind of bizarre. Beginning and an end. Like the piano part can kind of allude to the death. In my head, that's what I'm thinking. And all the melody stuff and strings sound kind of... Whatever's happening at this point of the song, it's definitely like... I just feel like mega spoiler territory. Very... Someone's gone. You know, that's the only way I can put it. I do love piano though, it's like one of my favorite instruments. Especially instrumental piano. I feel like this is definitely a crying moment. That chord right there, that chord is so dark. That might be a diminished chord if I... skipped it. Birth and Death. Let's see what this says here in the description. It says artist DAI or die. That's it, actually. I guess this channel seems to be a fan of Higurashi since they uploaded both of these. Okay. You know, it was, I mean, damn. You know, I'm going to be very honest. And I wonder if this has anything to do with, well, I guess it does because I'm a human. But as I'm recording this, I'm like in a really good mood. I'm feeling very, I don't know, uplifted and just, I don't know, things have been going well. I feel healthy and, you know, I'm just in a good mind state. And hearing a song like this during that, it felt a little bit of a clash. Not in a bad way. It's just, I feel more than ever, the context is like super required here because to me, this is more of one of those requests that the requester is sharing among their peers of everyone else who's experienced Higurashi and the song because they instantly get teleported back to whatever's happening here. Whereas to me, it sounds like someone's gone. It sounds like I mean, it's in the title and the sound of it is very, almost like a dirge. So I don't know. I just found that interesting. Normally, I don't ever share like my feelings and how I feel because I don't think people care about that. But maybe. But lately, I've been kind of like saying it here and there. Like I remember in a couple of episodes, I said like I have a really bad headache right now. Let's see how that affects this. I've said before I'm in a really bad mood. Let's see how it affects this. It's not my thing, but it's just I like being transparent, and I wonder if it'll ever change anything, you know. But that's normal, you know. I go through moods every day. I'm a normal person. But despite being on YouTube, I know it's hard to believe. There's a camera in my face. I am just a normal, regular person. And I don't know. I felt like I had to bring it up because, you know, I don't relate to this, and that's not a bad thing. I'm just being literal. I'm just like, damn. Like I can really hear the sadness here, but there's I don't know. This is such an odd bleh for me right now. I can't even think of the word, but it feels really 50-50 down the middle. Very yin and yang. Very moon and sun. Like the piano to me, if it was completely by itself, very much on the sadder side. Whereas whenever the melodies kicked in or the strings kicked in, it felt very light. So it was constantly like being dissonant to itself. And I think that's the point. I think that's what the composer was trying to do. And so even though like I'm in this mood, I still felt it. So when I say I don't relate to it, I mean, obviously I don't know what the hell is happening, but I still relate to it music-wise. I can see how the notes are being conjoined. You know what I mean? And it felt nice. It was a beautiful song regardless. But I think, to me, I'm going to take a wild guess that the song is just a literal take on the song name, like the cycle of life and death, you know? So maybe that song plays as someone's born and as they depart. So maybe you hear it twice or something. Or it's a regular common song and many people die in this. Who knows? I don't know. But that's what I got from Birth and Death. So please let me know. We must move on to kind of a very different song title. Spinning Seesaw. What does that even mean? This one's way shorter. A different artist. Akiyama Uni /U2. Collaborative effort. And let me know if this is connected or if it's like a separate one, because this one says Daybreak. This is Spinning Seesaw. If I had to take a guess before I even hear anything, I'm going to say kind of the opposite. Very whimsical and kind of silly, almost. Let's go. piano again. Seems to be a common thing. Never would have guessed the same series or whatever. I've never experienced a visual novel, so I don't know too much. I just know on paper what they are. Ooh. This sounds more like a video game now, like a side scroller. I like this though. I like hearing both sides to this. I don't think this is better or worse than the last one. This is good. This is good variety here. That's what I want. You got some really jazzy chords, but the electronic part sounds like really late 90s. When was this made? Do we know? It sounds very late 90s. Higurashi. Is this a battle song? No, there's no battles in this. 2006? The bass. Honestly, the main lead we're hearing is just was just doing what the like all the little do 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 do. That was just writing what the bass was doing. That was kind of cool. That was a very simple, in execution type of song. The bass was just really kind of carrying the whole song with little do 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 do. Then the leads were just kind of writing off of that root note. Basic stuff. Yeah. Well, I don't know. My guess was what? Whimsical and kind of silly? I don't know if it was like silly. But it definitely leaned into the whole like fun type of video game song. To me, it sounded like we entered like a mini battle theme or something. But as far as I know, this is a VN. And to my knowledge, VNs don't stray from reading and cutscenes. Let me know if there are some. I'm sure there's someone out there that has like incorporated a tiny bit of gameplay. I'm not talking like half. I'm talking like mostly visual novel with like a little gameplay. But to me, that just sounded like, you know, an action sequence. But in visual novel terms, I'm guessing that's just like a very, well, kind of the opposite of the last song, like a very fun part of the song where some deception has happened or something. I'm kind of going off of this image too, which could be related or not. But it definitely sounded like, oh, we got away with it, or haha, we ran away from school, or not, we ditched school or something like that. Like there's some mischievous activity going on. But it sounded cool. It sounded like Sonic a little bit and had that groove going. But this is why I've always been like, ever since I decided to do the 2 songs per video format, which I don't even know how long I've been doing now. I think over a year. I don't know, maybe longer. It's really opened my eyes even more to what I was already doing. Before, I was just reacting to songs, which I'm still doing with no context. But that was one song. Every now and then I had maybe like 2 paired together, or 3, or maybe a little bit more if there were, whatever. It was very special occasions. But now it's just like the normal to do 2 songs. And usually I like to keep it within the same game or something. But since I noticed, I have a little list I have here that my mod has kind of curated for me. All I have to do is type in the name, and then like everything with its like relevancy will come up. And I had another request for Higurashi, so I was like, let's just put them together, you know? Why not? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I don't know what's happening here. None of these have context. Actually, do they? Let me see. No. What is this one? Spinning Seesaw. Because they have an option to leave a note, and sometimes people don't. Oh, here you go. There's... I've never played Daybreak, but I guess that's where it's originally from. I've only played the visual novel series on Steam, and this track was in them. Okay, so no context at all. Just telling me where they... Yeah, like I said, it's optional. So yeah, I have no idea what's happening here. It's called Spinning Seesaw. But what I was saying is, since doing the 2 songs per video thing, I can really get like a artistic grasp, sort of, at least as much as I can in such a small amount of time. And now I know that it's not just piano stuff that's ballady, and it's not just this fun kind of funky thing. It's very musical, and there's probably much more that it has to offer. So that's exciting to me. And yeah, that's why I don't like to like choose favorites or be like, oh, you know, this next song was my favorite one. It's just, it's the whole thing, you know, it's the whole package. So cool. That's my debut of Higurashi. Let me know what that is. I seem to have been doing a couple of VNs lately. I don't know what's going on, but I allow them, so they're cool. Also, are they playing poker? Jeez. Yeah, this picture's kind of freaky. Let me know what's going on in both of these. And what is Higurashi? Thank you to the requesters. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you to all the Patreon members you see on screen. I could not be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Later.